Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for my review of Prime Empire Episode 6, titled The Glitch. We pick up where the last episode left off with the ninja forging an alliance with Akino. They enter the Forest of Discontent, only for Cole to lose his first life. Night falls and Nia loses a life as well, but then the group is suddenly attacked by a group of rats. They capture Richie, who reveals accidentally that he works for Unagami. Then Richie reveals that there is a glitch in the game that will allow them to completely bypass the forest. So the ninja release him and he guides them to the glitch. The ninja also tell Akino that they're in a game and none of it is real, which shocks the latter. When they enter the glitch though, it's a trap. This time the red visors are there. The ninja lose a ton of lives, and are only able to barely escape with Akino's help. The ninja reach the Cliffs of Hysteria, and Okino is still saddened by the shocking news, but the ninja give him some words of encouragement. So let's begin with the good things. First of all, like the last episode, Okino continues to be a great character. And what I really love about this episode is it's kind of setting up a character arc for him. In this episode, Akino learns that he's not actually real, and I gotta say, that is some great character development. I love how Prime Empire is using this concept of NPCs, and moreover, using it as a way to develop these characters. I just love the theme of consciousness, which is really present in this season. Even though none of these people are real, they still very much have personalities and souls. The fact that they're giving this much care and attention to Akino, a side character, and really crafting a character arc really impresses me. So yeah, I must say I certainly was not expecting Akino to be this good, and they're really doing a great job with him. As for the rest of the episode, I must say it was very well paced. I never felt like it was rushed or slow in areas. It was evenly paced and I felt engaged in the entire episode. I also really liked the rat ambush. The soundtrack was good, it felt appropriate, and it was a short and quick fight, which I think is sometimes effective. And yesterday I praised episode 5 for doing well in its world building, and really helping to establish the game zone of Terra Karana. This episode does really well too. It establishes that the rats are working for Unagami, as well as showing us more of the Forest of Discontent. I also would like to praise the animation in this episode. I feel they've been doing a great job in general, and I really love the vibrant colors, and it really helps to convince me that this is after all a video game world. The red visor ambush, not the best fight, but I feel like it was still a pretty fun fight to watch. I really love the ninjas' expressions when they have their masks on, like the one of Lloyd that I put on the thumbnail. They're just really funny and also very expressive as well. And lastly, the ending of this episode, where Lloyd comforts Akino, a very nicely done scene. It didn't feel childish or generic or overdone, unlike season 11 where Lloyd says that powers don't make a hero. In this episode, Lloyd tells Akino to listen to himself, which I feel very nicely connects to the theme. Even though Akino isn't real, he doesn't have to be a pawn in Unagami or someone else's game. He still should have the ability to make his own choices. Some overall good things about the episode also include the dialogue and the humor too. Some bad things though. First of all, I do not like Richie the Rat at all. I feel like he's just in general an annoying character. His voice acting is kind of weird and his overall behaviors are pretty irritating as well. And I'm sure that's what they were going for. I'm sure they were trying to make him annoying intentionally. But that still does not change the fact that, well, he's still annoying either way. And my only other issue with this episode is a small one. I feel like this episode is basically a way to kill off a bunch of the ninjas' lives. Most notably to me is the first Cole death, which I feel came off as very unnecessary. I understand they're trying to raise the stakes for the rest of the season by making the ninja have less lives, but I feel this stage could have happened a bit later in the season, and that way they could allow for more ninja deaths in the coming episodes. And as we wrap up, let me talk about the plot first, which as I said already, I feel was perfect. It was well paced, engaging, and I have nothing bad to say about it. For characters, I feel like Okino really stands out. He was very nice in this episode, and I love his development. Richie, though, is pretty irritating, and I don't really like him. Action in this episode was great. We had two different ambushes, one by the red visors and the other by the rats. Last but definitely not least is emotion, which to me was probably the best part of this episode. Again, I love the way they're using NPCs as a way to really fuel character development. I will be giving this episode a 9 out of 10. In my opinion, this episode was fantastic. In all of the areas, plot, characters, action, emotion, any other, I feel like this episode did really well. Only a few issues to me hold it back from a 10 out of 10, but nevertheless, this episode was still really good and I would definitely go back to rewatch it. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone you know. Let me know what you guys thought of Prime Empire Episode 6, The Glitch, and I'll see you next time.